Hello guys, Art-Teeves here. In this video, I want to share my workflow of modeling a stylized beetle flower in 3ds Max. This isn't exactly a full time-lapse, I've cut out some repetitive boring parts to spare your time. Let's get started. I start working on the flower's central part by creating multiple spheres, problining them all together, and picking several iterations of automated retopology to get a relatively smooth result. I place small spheres on a bigger central element by using an object paint tool. We use local coordinates to work with decorative elements here. Since we are making a stylized model here, make sure to leave any frames and decorative elements thick enough to match the overall design of the flower. You can play with multiple hemispheres at once here, if you switch coordinate system to local once again. I make petals by using the FFD modifier, extrude, target weld and turbo smooth tools. Try to remove some unnecessary geometry here, before you duplicate this object and increase your poly count. I create two extra versions of the petal to add some variety to the flower. Then I create some hemispheres, place them on top of leaves, detach all intersecting geometry, boolean it together, retopologize it and attach it back. You don't have to create perfect topology there, since you are working with organics that may have any amounts of imperfections. I repeat the same process for each leaf. I also add an extra frame to my hemisphere, in order to highlight it and to create an object that would match the rest of the flower. The rest is done by duplicating petals and giving them bend modifiers with varying angles. I create tendrils by using splines. I set their vertices to smooth and play with loft modifier by setting a thickness curve. I create the flower's base by repeating the process I've done with its central part. We make a sphere, modify it with the FFD tool, add some side spheres, boolean them together, and retopologize the final object. We scale down side eyeballs to create frames, just like we did with the flower itself. Make sure to remove the unwanted geometry the moment you see it. This will make the optimization phase so much easier. I advise you to avoid 90° angles between natural objects. This will give them a more bionic feeling. I create tips for side tendrils the same way I made the flower's middle part. We use object paint, boolean, and retopologize. Don't make too much geometry in places that will be barely visible or won't be visible at all. Keep an eye on your poly count. I create side tendrils by using splines and loft tool. Make sure their style and curve correspond other similar elements of your model. After removing unnecessary geometry, I break these tendrils into some kind of a modular structure that resembles some bugs and beetles. I break the general flow and make the structure uneven. Also, I give each edge at least 2 chamfers. The final stage revolves around preparing all elements for merge and also creating 2 leaves for the flower. We will want them to apply some green elements to bright bug modules on the texturing phase. I create leaves the same way I made petals, except for extruding their sides. To merge things, we detach intersecting geometry, boolean it together, and attach it back. Remember to fix topology and weld vertices. Remember to utilize the automated retopology each time it's possible. It will surely spare you tons of time. The final step is to manually set your smoothing groups. It will help you with unwrapping. You can also add weighted normals at this point. Thanks for watching, guys. In the next video, I'll show you key stages of unwrapping and texturing this model. If you got any value from this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials on stylized content. And most importantly, have a great day!